हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू इग्नू ऑनलाइन क्लासेस। पिछले क्लास में हम हिस्ट्री ऑफ सेल बायोलॉजी के बारे में डिस्कस किया था। इस क्लास में हम इवोल्यूशन ऑफ द सेल के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे। देयर आर टू स्टेज इन इवोल्यूशन ऑफ द सेल, केमिकल इवोल्यूशन एंड बायोलॉजिकल इवोल्यूशन। Chemical evolution started with the formation of organic molecules on the earth which had no life until then. We call it prebiotic earth. Some of these early molecules developed the ability of producing an exact copy of their own self by self-replication. We can mark this event as a origin of life. Later on, during the course of biological evolution, molecular aggregates organized and formed the cell, which was different from the cell as it exists today. We shall trace this event, which are based partially on speculation and partially on experimental evidence. The prebiotic condition on the earth in all probability were volcanic eruption, lightning and heavy rains. There was no trace of free oxygen or an ozone layer in the atmosphere to absorb ultraviolet radiation from the sun. It is assumed that organic molecules would have originated in such climatic conditions. This is described as their abiotic origin. Laboratory experiments from 1953 onwards prove that organic molecules like amino acid, protein, nucleotides, nucleic acid, lipid, and ATP can be formed in similar conditions on the earth. Stanley Miller experiment is one such experiment. It is possible that such organic molecules similar to those synthesized in Miller experiment would have got accumulated at several places in high concentration, giving rise to a kind of liquid soup, the prebiotic soup. A spherical pre-life form or protobiont may have been formed in such soup. Apparatus used by Stanley Miller in experiment on the synthesis of organic compounds from abiotic components. In the flask, water is added and the entire apparatus is made free of air. Then hydrogen, methane and ammonia gas are introduced through a valve. When water in the flask is heated to boiling, these gases circulate clockwise in the stream. Gases and steam enter the sparking chamber and are subject to spark discharges. When the molecules move through the vicinity of water-cooled condensation occurs. Gaseous substance continue to circulate in the apparatus until the experiment is concluded, which takes usually a week or so. Non-gaseous substance accumulate in the trap and are analyzed. What is protobiont? Protobiont is a spherical globule filled with large organic molecule carrying out the function of living being that ultimately evolved into a true life form. Scientists have three different speculations about composition of a protobiont. Some consider it is an aggregate of electrically charged molecule with water around them acting as a boundary, and this is called quasar-bed model. This model was proposed by Alexander Oparin. Sidney Fox proposed another model for protobiont formation called proteinoid microsphere model. According to this model, when water-free mixture of amino acids are heated at high temperature, they polymerize to form protein-like molecules called proteinoids. These can persist only if cooled quickly. According to a third model called the lipid bilayer model of Richard Goldrake, an abiotically synthesized phospholipid bilayer was formed around a central phase containing organic molecule. All such models are without any experimental or theoretical evidence. However, supporters of each model try to explain how some life process like osmosis and budding can be carried out by such protobionts. The origin of a true life form eubiont from a protobiont involves acquisition of three major features. First, assembly of phospholipid and proteins into a cell membrane from the boundary of cells. Second, development of protein-directed metabolic pathways to utilize the organic molecules energy needs, and the third, formation of nucleic acid molecules that are not only capable of self-replication but also capable of storing genetic information for the synthesis of protein. The first organism which did not have well-defined nucleus called prokaryotes. Pro mean earlier, karyon mean nucleus. Prokaryotes were probably anaerobic and heterotrophic. What is anaerobic? The condition in which oxygen is absent. Reaction that proceed in the absence of oxygen, or cell that function in the absence of oxygen. Or autotroph, an organism that can prepare its food on its own. Heterotroph means an organism that cannot prepare its food on its own. It is believed at that time there was no free oxygen available in the atmosphere, and the autotrophs had a complex metabolism to prepare their own food. The group prokaryotes is known as Monera. This group includes eubacteria, archaebacteria, green bacteria, purple bacteria, virus, Prochlorophyta, cyanophyta, and mycoplasma. Here we describe the structure of two prokaryotes, bacteria and virus. Bacteria have a protective covering called cell wall. Beneath this, there is a plasma membrane which encloses protoplasm of the bacterium containing various types of RNA, DNA, proteins, and organic molecules. In bacteria, DNA molecules and enzymes involved in oxidation of food are found associated with the plasma membrane. Bacteria, though simple in their structure, are the most abundant of all life forms on the earth today. This is due to their rapid rate of multiplication and ability to adapt to any nutrient and environment. Viruses are on the borderline of life between non-living and the living organism. They have some characteristics of a living organism, such as ability to reproduce, while some of non-living objects like absence of metabolic process and ability to crystallize. Viruses are the simple organism which with a circular nucleic acid molecule DNA or RNA surrounded by a protein coat. Viruses are organisms which live only parasites and can reproduce themselves only in a host cell, such as bacteria, animals, or plants, at the expense of the metabolic machinery of the host cell. The early living organism must have existed independently, must have had their own metabolic machinery and capable of reproduction. It is therefore certain that viruses are not in the direct line of evolution of life from non-living matter, because they are all parasites and have no metabolic machinery of their own. They are probably degenerated forms of life whose origin is a mystery. It is assumed that the earlier form of bacteria utilize H2S for the preparation of food. CO2 plus H2S with the presence of light energy and bacterial chlorophyll produce sugar plus sulfur. Sugar means food. Since the reaction takes place in the presence of sunlight, it is called as photosynthesis. In this type of photosynthesis, H2S is used. Later, a more efficient photosynthetic system evolved in which water instead of H2S was used as an electron donor. This led to the release of free oxygen. This is usual form of photosynthesis which you are familiar. CO2 plus H2O in the presence of solar energy and chlorophyll produce sugar plus oxygen. The photosynthesis which takes place by utilizing water helped in the evolution of autotrophs' mode of nutrition and release of free oxygen in the atmosphere. The release of free oxygen made possible a far more efficient method of getting energy from glucose by respiration. The free oxygen got converted into ozone in the presence of ultraviolet radiation and formed an ozone layer in the upper atmosphere. The formation of this layer prevented the incoming ultraviolet rays which otherwise could have broken down the proteins, nucleic acid, etc. Thus, the formation of ozone layer made existence of various forms of life on Earth possible. The free oxygen generated by photosynthesis was perhaps more like a poison to anaerobic bacteria initially, but some bacteria soon developed a metabolic system in which oxygen was used for the oxidation of food. This was much more efficient system for the release of energy from organic molecules compared with the earlier system of respiration, that is glycolysis. Some of these aerobic bacteria lost the ability of H2S photosynthesis and become perhaps the ancestor of another class of organism that used the mitochondria for respiration. In mitochondria, the energy released by respiration is stored in the form of ATP molecules